Another day, another video game adaptation being destroyed. We can't get any good adaptations of video games because the people who make the adaptations don't like the games, they don't play games, they don't have any respect for the source material, and sometimes they want to push their own political ideology. And that's exactly what's going on with this terrible Netflix Devilmaycry show. And this is worse than I could have ever imagined. Apparently, the demons in Devilmaycry are not actually evil, they're just Muslims looking to be an immigrant in America. No, I am not joking. It literally turned demons into a Muslim allegory. It just is unbelievable. We're gonna look at a bunch of tweets that go over a bunch of elements from the show. But before we get into it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to push this video out on the YouTube algorithm. And here's a tweet right here that explains some of it. It says, they unironically made it about the evil Americans invading hell and killing the poor innocent demons, and Green Day starts playing. And I'm showing a bunch of the images on the screen. As you can see, Americans invaded hell. It's just like the war on terror in the Middle East. They literally recreated that, but this time around, the demons are the Muslims, and the Muslims are just innocent demons in hell, and they're trying to escape from the evil Americans that are invaded and placing the flag in hell. This is where we're at now, guys. I don't know if this is unironically based. Are you trying to say that Muslims are demons? Or maybe you're trying to say that demons are just Muslims in disguise. That's the vibe I'm getting from looking at this right now. So was that intentional to make the brown people the demons? Because the writer desperately wants to hate on the country that much that he unironically made demons brown people. This is how stupid these writers are nowadays. Writers cannot write. They only know how to shove their political ideology into the story. And they're not even making something original because they don't have the talent to make something original. They only have the talent to destroy something that already exists. These people will never make something of their own because nobody will like it. But we are not done. There's plenty other examples to look at about the terrible politics in this show. Apparently, the president is a redneck cowboy that orchestrated this whole bombing of the Muslims in hell. He's just this redneck cowboy Texan. Unbelievable. And the main villain of the show is a Christian nationalist extremist. Are you really surprised? Here's a screenshot that I found on Twitter with the subtitles that says, the Lord would not have sent us such a powerful instrument to enact his will. Yes, we have a Christian nationalist that uses God to condone evil. This is what we're doing now with Devilmaycry. This is Devilmaycry, guys. The series about this cool guy that's killing demons. Even though I like Virgil more than Dante personally, I know a lot of women love Dante, but we men, we like Virgil more. This is the series that's about a cool guy killing demons. They turned the show into a fucking pro-immigration allegory. They want you to feel bad for the demons. You are a bigot if you don't like the concept of evil itself, demons. And they done the same thing with the fucking Castlevania show, because this is the same fucking edgelord who's like a Reddit atheist. It's the same writer. This dude is a 40-year-old man trying to be an emo edgelord. And he did the same thing with Castlevania, because at the beginning of Castlevania, if you watch that show, what made Dracula evil? It was his human wife getting killed by who? A bishop. This bishop that I'm showing on the screen. They doing the same shit with Castlevania, another Christian video game franchise, making the main villain this Christian evil guy. It's so corny, it's so cringe. I'm personally not even a religious person, but when your writing is so fucking predictable, it goes after quote unquote safe targets, that's when it gets boring, because we know what you're gonna say and do, because you people are always one-sided. You don't have the balls to make anyone that's quote unquote a protected class of society that you're not supposed to make fun of. You don't have the balls to make them the villains. And why do you have to shove politics into a show that has nothing to do with it? Devilmaycry is not about the war on terror from America to the Middle East, or in this case, in hell. But it doesn't stop there, guys. They want you to feel bad and let the demons into your house because they are innocent immigrants. And I have a smart clip to show you where demons are shaming you, shaming humans for assuming that all demons are exactly the same. Here's that clip.
We risked everything to hide you. Now you turn your gun on us? On our kids? We want nothing from you. Just leave, please.
Your friend slaughtered my team.
You think we're with them?
She's a sapien. Of course she thinks all demons are the same. If you're not with the white...
And as you just heard, the demon said, you think all demons are the same? Of course she thinks we're all the same. Of course she thinks the minorities, the migrants, the Muslim demons are all the same people. That bigot bitch. Oh Oh my fucking god, man. And just in case you didn't notice, that was Lady. They made her design ugly as fuck. She used to be way sexier. She had a nice skirt. She was showing off some cleavage, but because everybody's so gay nowadays, you have to ruin the beautiful female characters. But we are not done. Apparently, according to a tweet that I'm gonna pull up, demons aren't actually supernatural anymore. They explain how demons exist with science. Yes, demons are science now, not religious. Here's that tweet right here. It says, Netflix Devilmaycry has demons not to be a supernatural race and explains their powers with quantum mechanics. Oh my god, it's the right angles bullshit. And if you don't know what the right angles bullshit is, they did the same thing with Castlevania because they took all the religious elements out of that show. And in that show, vampires are confused by weird angles of weapons. Some stupid shit like that. I can't stand that show. It's just pure laziness. The angle of this weapon confuses the vampire's brains. That's what they said in that show. That's why in that show, you didn't see the Belmont use any holy crosses or holy water. They didn't use that, even though they used those weapons in the games. They didn't have the fucking holy weapons. Why? Because the writer behind the show is a Reddit atheist that has Christian derangement syndrome. Why can't you just be a normal human being who is not personally into religion? Why do you have to be so fucking weird? I don't give a fuck about religion personally, but when you're deranged, you have to constantly get a gotcha moment on those religious people instead of just being a normal human being. But it's even worse when you're doing this with a franchise that has Christian elements that is a Christian franchise. Both Castlevania and Devilmaycry are Christian franchises. And this piece of shit went out of his way to bastardize a franchise because he has Christian derangement syndrome. 2 franchises now. This is 2. Why the fuck this guy keeps getting what? Fuck Netflix, man. This show is just fucking garbage. I have zero interest in this show. There's probably many other examples because the whole show just came out. Netflix releases all the episodes at once, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's more examples of this whole allegory about Muslims and migrants and pro-immigration and shaming people for not allowing demon immigrants in their house. There's probably so many more examples. This is the second fucking time that political activists have invaded the Devilmaycry franchise. They did it with this fucking reboot that you see me playing on the screen. They turned Bill O'Reilly, the fucking news guy, the fucking was doing it live. You know that guy. They turned him into a boss fight in a Devilmaycry game. What the fuck is wrong with these writers? Not only that, they turned Mundus, who is this badass demon lord in the original Devilmaycry game. They turned him into an evil billionaire that controls the fucking banks. Are we serious right now? Unbelievable. Stop letting Americans touch Devilmaycry. It's the second fucking time and they fucked it over again. It is what it is. I am not watching this garbage. I gave up on watching Castlevania, especially after season 2 when they killed Dracula, which I don't know what was the point of that because he is the main villain. Obviously, if he dies, you should just end the show, but they kept going for another 2 seasons without Dracula. And then they adapted Rondo of Blood with Richter Belmont, and that show was horrible as well. And that whole show was about a black girl trying to end slavery. Like, is this still about fucking vampires? Is that... It's just like, come on, man. It's not even... That show is just Castlevania only in name. And it's the same motherfucker who's destroying Devilmaycry now. So, oh well, I guess. All we have to do is just wait and see how well this show will do. Maybe it might do well because it's a popular video game franchise. Maybe it won't because people are talking about all these retarded political commentary that's in the show. Who knows? All we have to do is just wait and see. So I don't have much else to say. I don't want to keep repeating myself. So Netflix, go fuck yourself.